Make sure to check out my Patreon for exclusive videos never before seen on YouTube. And don't forget to also check out the memberships on my channel page to join and gain access to perks and see videos early. Make sure to click the subscribe button and hit the bell and be notified of new videos. All the support goes to the production of the channel for better content. Now let's get into the video. Real quick before the video starts, a quick announcement. I have updated my Patreon page and changed the tiers within it, as I'll be posting content on there regularly. The content which will not go onto my YouTube page, from personal life stories and more Dragon Ball content for all of you to enjoy. I have changed the tiers and pricing as times are hard in the world. So for $1, you can have full access to my Patreon page and the content within it, and it goes towards production and support of my channel. So, if you want to check it out and see some content that will not be on YouTube, go check it out for $1 and show your support. Go join my Patreon. Now let's get into the what if. After the defeat of Majin Buu, peace was finally restored on Earth. As the next few years would pass, life was actually peaceful. Gohan would end up getting married soon and end up being with Adele, as life was finally peaceful. The difference here is Lord Beerus would then soon wake up and have his dream about fighting a true rival, a Super Saiyan God. He would then ask Whis to look at all the Saiyans that are still alive. Whis would then pause on Goku and state that there's something different about him. He was able to use destruction abilities. This would shock Beerus, as he thought he felt something. Maybe it was his brother, he thought. But this is impossible, he's mortal. Whis explains that apparently he's had this since birth, or maybe somehow he was able to unlock it. He doesn't know, but this piqued Beerus' interest massively. He wants to go meet the Saiyan right now. They would then take off to planet Earth, where Son Goku was at Bulma's party. As they were on the massive ship, they would be enjoying a peaceful time. As it was Bulma's 38th birthday party, life was actually peaceful. This time around though, they were not warned about Beerus from King Kai. So Beerus would then just show up, and no one would not know who he was, but Vegeta would then realize, and he would be petrified. Beerus would then explain himself and state that he is here to meet Son Goku. Goku would then reveal himself, as Beerus would then check Goku out, looking him up and down, inspecting him, seeing that he seems different. He can sense destruction within him. It's incredible. He never thought a mortal could possess his power. He would then tell Goku about what is he searching for and who he is, and he would then challenge Goku to a match. Goku would never turn this down, but he doesn't want to do this near Bulma's ship, so they would fly somewhere else. But before they do, Goku asked if they can eat first, as he's super hungry. Beerus would actually agree, as he is a foodie, as he definitely wants to try out the Earth food. He would then fall in love with it, eating sushi alongside Whis and other meats and other products. After he was really satisfied, he was now ready to fight. This time around, Goku would not know what a Super Saiyan God is, but maybe he thinks that that's what his form is. Maybe his form is a Saiyan God, but he doesn't know, but he's going to give it his best shot, as they would then fly off to a distant location. Vegeta and the others would then follow suit, alongside with Raditz and Launch, as they would then want to see this fight going down. Goku would then turn Super Saiyan, which would be kinda interesting, but it would not be his interest. He wants to see his real form. Goku would then transform into Super Saiyan 2, and he'd begin his attack on Beerus, which Beerus would easily deflect his attacks like it was nothing. Beerus was starting to get agitated, as he told him to show him his destruction powers, not these fake little forms. Goku would then agree, as he would then transform into Ultra Ego. This would then shock Lord Beerus that he was able to access this, but he was thrilled at the same time. Though it's not perfected, it's really wild and not controlled, but he understands this because he's immortal, as he doesn't even possess true God Ki, so it might be a reason why he's never trained in it purposely. Goku would then charge in and land a few blows on Lord Beerus, as this version of Goku with Ultra Ego in the base form is similar to Blue Evolution Vegeta from the Tournament of Power, and he only grows stronger as he fights. The fight would then continue, as it would get super intense. Beerus was having the fun time of his life, battling back and forth with Goku. But Goku can see that Beerus doesn't even have any damage on him. Is Beerus still holding back? As Goku would then power up to his full strength, he would then continue his assault, as Beerus would then put the beat down on Goku. This would make Goku more sinister, as the more damage that he was receiving, the stronger he was becoming, which this is what Beerus wants. Beerus would then prove a point, As they continue fighting, the match would continue on as he would fly up into space. Beerus would then launch a Hakai at Goku as he wants to see how well his control is. Goku would actually catch the Hakai and redirect it right at Beerus, who would deflect it pretty easily. Beerus would be impressed and wants to see more. Beerus would then power up as he would then start to severely wound Goku and start to really hurt him. This would make Goku crazy as he continues to fight Beerus, his power level reaching its maximum. Until Goku would then lose consciousness, as he would then drop out of the form. He would quickly regain consciousness as he would then look as he can't even move anymore. Beerus would then explain that while it is true, he has grown exponentially more powerful with this Ultra Ego power, but there's a downside. You get too crazy, and once when you take too much damage, your body will soon get out, especially fighting someone like me. Beerus would then say that he's going to destroy planet Earth. This would then make Goku snap, as Goku would then transform to Ultra Ego one more time and fire a Hakai Kamehameha wave, something he's been practicing. It hits Beerus dead on, as it causes a massive explosion of purple lightning and energy. Goku then powered down, as he was completely exhausted, using up all of his power, plus with the injuries sustained to him. Beerus would then appear right in front of him, with little to no damage on his body at all. This would then shock Goku, as he would have thought that his most powerful attack would have worked. Beerus would then give his respect to Goku, and then bring him back down to Earth, where Whis will actually heal him instantly. Beerus would then explain that he's not going to destroy the Earth, but he offers Goku to come to his planet and train, as he would be a perfect destroyer. Goku would not really agree to be a destroyer, but he definitely wants to learn. Beerus knows that maybe his mind can be changed, so he would accept it anyway. Vegeta definitely wants to tag along, as this is not fair. Beerus would then look at Vegeta and question it, thinking that he doesn't deserve to go. But Goku would then ask if Vegeta can come, as because Vegeta's an incredible sparring partner and he'd be great to motivate him. Beerus would then be reluctant, but Whis says that let Son Goku decide. As actually he took his side for once, Beerus would then agree as long as he brings excellent food, as Goku can use that good term and state that while Bulma is super rich, he can bring you tons of food all the time. This would then make him fully agree and say yes, sure. So him and Vegeta would then leave. Their training will be a lot different. The beginning will be this similar, as Goku and Vegeta both had to learn how to control their energy and how to even use God Ki to begin with. Goku this time around, would he unlock Super Saiyan Blue? Yes, I feel like he would, because again, when him and Vegeta learned how to keep the Ki contained and learn how to control it, they did tap into the blue power. So it would make sense that they would have access to it, but Goku doesn't see a need for it. But Vegeta does. But this time around, Whis would actually speak to Goku, and he would state that while it is true that Ultra Ego is an incredible power for you, you're naturally born in it, you have something greater within you, as your mind is more calm than wild. Vegeta thinks that while if Kakarot can access this, maybe he could, but that's for a later date, as now this time around, Frieza would then be revived, similar to before. Psych, Frieza's not being brought back to life this time as there's no Frieza arc. Why? Because Frieza was Hakai'd ages ago. Frieza's completely obliterated, there's no bringing him back. Unless they use the Super Dragon Balls to bring him back, sadly Frieza's gone. So sadly, there will be no Golden Frieza arc. This means that Goku and Vegeta can continue training without pause. This means that Vegeta will continue to find ways to push his limits to grow the power even further. This means that once when the Universe 6 arc happens, Vegeta and the others would go fight the same as before. The only difference around here is that Vegeta is actually stronger than his original self because he's battling Goku. Goku is a lot more powerful than Vegeta. Vegeta would still, I feel like, face off against Hit, and he would still struggle against Hit immensely, about to lose until he would then showcase a new power that he worked on. He understood that Super Saiyan Blue is a great power, but it has drawbacks, as he would then transform into Blue Evolution. This would then surprise Goku, as he didn't even expect this. Once when Vegeta is pushed into a corner, he'll break his limits. Vegeta, now being at least 20 times stronger, would overpower Hit, as he was too fast for Hit's time skip. This would also give Vegeta time to learn Hit's time skip, until Hit would then use his most powerful move. He would then trap Vegeta in a time barrier, trapping him within time itself. As Vegeta was stuck, Hit would then knock him off the stage, nearly killing him, almost exploding his heart. But once when hit as one, it was Goku's turn. Goku already knows his moves and his abilities. As the fight would then begin, Goku would then transform into Ultra Ego, which this would then shock Champa as he never expected a mortal could use his power. It terrified him. Hit had no chance against this version of Goku. Goku allowed him to use his time skip abilities to hit him, but it did nothing to him. Hit would then use his deadly attacks. Goku would then tell Hit to not hold back and to try and kill him. He would then even tell the ring announcer to change the rules, if they both allow it, that killing is allowed, as he wants to fight Hit at his max power. Beerus and Champa would then actually agree, as now that that was allowed, Hit would then not hold back, powering up as he was adapting to Goku. Hit would then hit Goku right in the heart, but it would only make Goku laugh like crazy, as he would then grab Hit and deliver a powerful gut punch, sending him back. Hit would then use all of his time skip abilities. As Goku was able to deflect and dodge them, Goku was near the edge, as Hit would then use the time skipping attack, freezing Goku completely. Goku would then look at his hand, as he would slowly look up, as he would then begin walking forward, overpowering Hit's power. As he would then do a Jiren and crush the ball in his hand, as this was the same exact move that Hit did on Jiren that he overpowered, showing his ungodly strength. This would even surprise Beerus that Hit had this kind of power, but Goku was able to overpower it. Goku would then deliver a massive kick to Hit, knocking him right off of the arena, making Goku the winner of the tournament. This also means that Beerus won, but Beerus will still make the wish to wish back Champa's Earth. Zeno would make himself known, and Goku would become best friends with him already, as he would promise to play hide and seek with them or something later on. Goku would then ask Zeno to, hey, we should do another thing like this later on, which Zeno would actually agree. So for this time around, most of the events would go the exact same after this. Now what about the Goku Black arc? Now we know that Goku Black went to a different timeline to steal Goku's body. That is true. Now we could give Goku Black Ultra Ego, but that wouldn't really make sense because it just didn't really seem like that would make a lot of sense plot-wise. It would make more sense to have Goku Black have Rose, as that's more or less his taste. Similar thing with Zamasu, he would still make the wish the same as before, but could things become different? When Zamasu fights Goku, Goku would not just go Super Saiyan 2, he would then showcase his god ability going Ultra Ego. This might change Zamasu's ideals because of the fact that even though true he's immortal, but he's also a god now, because he knows destruction abilities. He might be too much of a threat. But I believe that this would make Zamasu want Goku's body even more, because he has the body of a destroyer. That would be perfect to take over. Once when Zamasu goes to a different timeline and takes over Goku's body, this is Goku from a normal timeline. This means that this is Super Saiyan Rose. Though it is true, he doesn't have access to Ultra Ego, but he will grow stronger, as we'll see later on. This time around though, Trunks would still be battling Goku Black, where he would then escape just in time, meeting Goku and Vegeta into the future. Instead of Goku showcasing Super Saiyan 3, he would then showcase Super Saiyan God, or maybe even Super Saiyan Blue, or maybe even Ultra Ego. Once when Goku Black appears, Goku would then fight him in Super Saiyan 2, pretty much being actually stronger than him, until Goku Black was then pulled back into the Time Rift. Because of this, they would then go to the future for the first time. This time around, things are a lot more different. Once when Goku Black appeared, Zamasu was still sneaking around. Zamasu was still there as he was immortal, but we don't see him yet. Goku Black this time around would continue his fight, as the first person who would actually fight was Vegeta. As Vegeta would then transform into Super Saiyan Blue, his fight with Goku Black would be interesting as he would easily overpower him in his base form, until Goku Black would then transform into Rose. This is when the fight would be pretty even, as he would then overpower Vegeta until, before he could stab him, Vegeta would then grab his hand. He would then showcase Blue Evolution. He would then overpower Goku Black, nearly killing him, but there was a problem as he dropped his guard. Merged Zamasu would then appear, and Immortal Zamasu, the other one, would then appear out of nowhere from the shadows, stabbing Vegeta the same as before, knocking him over. With Vegeta severely wounded, Goku would then jump in to fight, as Trunks would actually battle the Immortal Zamasu, while Goku would then go fight Goku Black. They would then pull Vegeta away and try and keep him alive, but Vegeta's gonna die from these wounds. Goku would then transform into Ultra Ego, as Goku Black's eyes would widen, stating how beautiful he was, as Goku would easily dominate Goku Black, overpowering him with absolute ease. Zamasu was terrified because Hakai can affect him. But with this time around, Trunks would then tell Goku that they need to leave or else Vegeta's gonna die. This time around, we know that Trunks got so furious that he turned into his rage mode. This time around, however, Goku's gonna stay. Goku would tell Trunks to get Vegeta out of here, get him healed, and then bring him back. Trunks would then nod and actually leave. As both of them fighting Goku at the same time, Goku was able to easily fight them off. Knowing the fact that they're running out of options, they only have one ideal. They would then take off the earring, and they would then fuse into Merge Zamasu. They would then begin their fight with Goku, as this fight will be a bit more even, but not necessarily. Goku here has grown much more stronger since we last saw him, considering the fact that he's training non-stop, and he's also learning new tricks from Lord Beerus. He would easily overpower Merge Zamasu, causing him to mutate and grow and deform. Goku here knows that he needs to end this, and he learned this from Lord Beerus. He would then extend his hand out and then yell Hakai. Now this was the legit Hakai, as Zamasu would then scream as he was completely destroyed. Now here's the difference though, is that it is true that this is the different version of Zamasu. Would Zamasu become one with the universe? I don't think so, because true, his body was destroyed, but his being was not destroyed. The Hakai destroys every bit of the being. Could it overpower the magic of the Dragon Balls? Probably not, but then why would Zeno be able to destroy him, since the Dragon Balls have more power than Zeno does, as the Dragon Balls have more potential? So you kind of have to throw that in there. The fact that the Dragon Balls are limitless, so it wouldn't make sense. So yes, Merge Zamasu would be completely obliterated, as Goku would win. As this time around though, everyone would be truly happy to see each other. Goku would then actually see some of his old well, they would see Goku, as remember, it's his old friends. Now, this time around, things would be different. Since Trunks' future is saved in a way, would the others be able to come back? Well, I would definitely say yes, because Goku knows where Planet Namek is, he just needs help getting there. And Goku would then yell out for King Kai. Now, okay, yes, I know, hear me out. Once when he goes up for King Kai, things will go differently here, as King Kai would then tell him where New Namek is. It's feel like it's been a long time, he would be able to help them. As with the help though, Goku would be able to get enough resources alongside with everybody else, as they definitely have spaceships in the Capsule Corp. Now of course Goku doesn't really know how to use a spaceship, but with maybe some humans that are intelligent might be able to help him, Goku would be able to travel to New Namek, and he would be able to see the Namekians. Now, we don't know if the Namekians are still alive or not, but for plot reasons for the what if, I'm going to say that they are. Goku would make the wish to bring all of them back. As a dragon can do that, he would then say to bring back everyone that Goku Black has killed. First things first. The dragon would then allow it, and then he would state to bring back everyone that the androids and Cell have killed all those years ago. Which the Dragon Balls would then allow. And then for the final wish, Goku would then state that that's for what you want. But then he has an idea. He would then ask the dragon if they can bring back the Supreme Kai, which the dragon would state that he can. Now, I know that in reality, the dragon probably cannot do this at all, but for plot and what if reasons, we're going off the board, so be mad at me all you want, I don't care. Supreme Kai was then brought back as he was on Earth. This also means that Beerus was not there. Now, okay, hold on, hear me out. He wished back the Supreme Kai, not Beerus. Beerus is gone, he's history. Even if the Supreme Kai is brought back, Beerus can easily fight it off and state that, well, either way, Beerus is not there because he's already dead. He didn't wish for Beerus back, wished only for the Supreme Kai to be brought back. So, because of this, this also means that once when Goku arrives back on Earth, this would then be a different time. All of his friends would be tear-jerking, seeing Goku. As, funny thing is, Goku, they already saw him in the other world. But it's weird because Goku was not brought back in this time. Remember, Goku died naturally. But they thought that Goku was brought back with him, but he would explain that he's from a different timeline. As he would explain that things turned out differently. This time around though, he would then tell everybody that he's sorry that he wasn't able to fight them, as Trunks was able to go back in time, and he was able to save him and everybody else. And a lot has changed. He would then even go up to Vegeta and the others and tell him about the Supreme Kai. And tell him about, well, here we go as we can now begin training. Now think about it, remember, the Supreme Kai definitely owes Goku for bringing him back. The Supreme Kai has a problem. There's no God of Destruction. If God of Destruction's not around, what's he gonna do? Goku would then explain that he's sure that they can work it out. As then, by this point, time works a bit differently. Trunks and Vegeta would then appear as Vegeta hopped out in blue ready to fight. But he would then see that everybody was standing here. But Trunks would then step out and be shocked to see that everyone was there. His mother, all of his friends. As he would then hug his mother, upset that he let her down. As then Vegeta was completely shocked to see his son. Mainly Trunks was, as he would then hug his son and tell him he's proud of him. That being said, this is when some things are going to change. But now, Trunks would then see Gohan. He would then cry and hug his old master, as Gohan would explain how proud of him he was with how powerful he's become. Goku would then tell the Supreme Kai from his timeline all that he really knew. And he would then kind of, even though Supreme Kai says that time travel is illegal and all that, Goku says, yeah, he knows. But he did stop a guy who was time traveling anyway. After some help, they would then leave, as the Supreme Kai actually has an idea for Trunks. As then, back in their normal timeline, as things are back to normal now, this is where some things are going to be changing. With this being said, would the Tournament of Power still happen? Yes, it would. Why? Because Zeno already knew about it. Goku already gave him the idea. With that being said, a lot of the events will go the exact same with the Tournament of Power. The only difference here is that they would never recruit Frieza, since, well, Frieza's kind of gone, so there's no version of him. And would Android 17 be around? I believe so, since remember, they wish back everybody, so I would believe so as well. Now that being said, either if Android 17 was there or not, Goku and them are much more powerful. But they do need more stronger fighters. This is where something's going to take a turn. Whis would then scope the entire universe looking for a powerful key source. He would then find one. It was none other than Broly. Broly was on planet Vampa, as in this time around, Chi Lai and Lemmo, they were never really working for Frieza. They were exploring on their own, where their ship crashed and they landed on planet Vampa. And they would then meet Broly and Paragus the same as before. But this time around, there was no Frieza to go to. And yes, this is a few years earlier. They would still become best friends with Broly. And this is when Goku would then introduce himself to Broly and offer him to come help fight. Because if he can, then that means that Broly can help them win. Paragus would have no choice but to agree. As if he doesn't, Beerus would then show up and destroy everybody. The Tournament of Power would go very similar. But we are going to get into that in the final What If video. But anyway, that is it for this What If, you guys. Thank y'all for watching. Hope you guys enjoyed the video. Let me know what you guys think down below. I really do appreciate it. Let's get to 20,000 subscribers, and I'll talk to you all later.